Namaste friends, welcome back to part 8, and this is the last part of the Saree Blouse cal. And we started with the ribbing on the button putty and the neck, and we have completed here. So this is the back. So we started here, we made the buttonholes at regular spaces, and till here I made it wider and then reduced by 2 stitches for the neck part. Again increased the button putty in the front side and completed it. So this button putty is worked with, as usual, 1.75 mm. The rest of the blouse main part is worked with 2.25 mm crochet hook. Okay, now let us come to the sleeves in this part. For the sleeves, the top of the sleeves should be of this length. We have to make it to this round, okay, so that we can attach it after we complete. And we are working the sleeves from bottom up. So here we go. Here we have the sleeves. I have worked from bottom up, and I have used a simple V stitch with increases and decreases on the sides. And the length of the sleeve from this point all around on the top and to this point will be equal to this round. So accordingly we have to increase the stitches up to this end and then start decreasing, and it will automatically fit in. Okay, and this length is your bottom round of the hand, sleeve round, bottom sleeve round. Okay, so to make this particular bottom round, I have used the ribbing. You may use ribbing, you need not use ribbing. You can directly start with the stitches here, with the chains here. To make this pattern, we require multiples of 4 plus 5 chains to begin with, and if we go with the stitches, it is multiples of 4 plus 1 stitches. Okay, so that is what I have done over here in this ribbing. I wanted the ribbing so that it stays fit on the arms, and this ribbing I have started with 8 chains, 8 stitches. So let us begin the ribbing with 1.75 mm crochet hook. For ribbing, chain 9, single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and 1 single crochet each on each of the chains till the end. From next row onwards, we are going to work in the back loops of the single crochets. So row after row, we are going to make the ribbing by working in the back loops. So when we are making the ribbing, chain 1 and turn. The first and the last single crochets are normal single crochets. And in the middle you work 6 single crochets, 1 on each in the back loop of the previous row single crochets. So this is the same as we did when we began our blouse cal with ribbing. Only the stitches, number of stitches differ here. So this ribbing has to be to the length of the bottom sleeve round. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the last one is a normal single crochet. So chain 1 and turn, continue to the length required for your bottom round of your sleeve. Continue that. I shall also complete and get back to you. I have completed the required length of ribbing for the bottom round of the sleeve. Mine is 12 inches. So as per the requirement of your bottom sleeve round, you have to make the ribbing, and then you have to work the pattern, the stitches that you have chosen in the pattern. That pattern you have to work by increasing the sides and then later on decreasing. Okay, you have to increase up to the arm round, that is the length. When you increase on both sides, it should reach your arm round length. So that is where you need to stop and start decreasing. Okay, so I shall explain to you when I come to that point. Now we are going to start working the pattern. For ribbing I used 1.5 mm hook, and for the main I'm going to use 2.25 mm hook. To begin with, you need to place a single crochet in the very first stitch, chain 1 and place a single crochet. And one single crochet in each of the stitches all through the end, till the end. Okay, so place the single crochets on each of the rows. Complete the single crochet row and get back. I shall also complete and get back. Completed the single crochet row. Now chain, need not chain 1, just turn, because we're going to place a standing double crochet in the very first stitch. So pull up the loop to a little height, twist it, insert the hook in the stitch, pick up the loop, pull out, pick up the loop, pull through the first loop and behind the second loop, twist, pick up the loop, pull through 2. So standing double crochet is done. You can make chain 3 instead. Now yarn over, skip 2 stitches and place a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet in the same stitch. Let me adjust the camera a little. Yeah, I've zoomed it. Now skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and in the next place 1 double crochet, chain 2 and a double crochet, all in the same stitch. Again skip 3, 1, 2, 3. This is the pattern repeat. You need to continue placing V stitches on every 4th stitch. Okay, the V stitch consists of DC, chain 2, DC, all in the same stitch. So complete the row. I shall get back to you when I come to the end, because in the end we need to place a double crochet and end the row. Come to the end of the row here. Now skip the next 3 and place your double crochet here. Okay, for the next row, the second row, either chain 3 and turn. Chain 3 counts as 1 double crochet, or turn. I'm going to make a double crochet on the very first stitch, that standing twisted double crochet here. then V stitch under chain 2 space. So double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. So under every chain 2 space we are going to make a V stitch, DC V stitch with 2 chains apart. Double crochet, chain 2, double crochet forms the V in this particular pattern. So continue till the end. I shall meet you at the end. I shall make a few more V stitches. So here we go. Place one V stitch in each of the chain 2 spaces. I shall meet you at the end of this row, this particular point. So we are at the end of row 2 here. Now I have completed my last V stitch. Place a double crochet in the double crochet we did. So from next row onwards we are going to increase in the alternate rows. So turn your work. You can either chain 5 and place a double crochet here, or make a double crochet the very first stitch. What I mean is very first stitch. First make a twisted double crochet. This is the increase that we are going to do here. Chain 2 and a double crochet in the very first stitch here. Sorry. And continue placing V stitches under every chain 2 space till the end. And mark your increase row with a stitch marker so that you don't go wrong. So we need to increase with a V stitch in the corners, in the beginning of the corner, beginning of the row and the end of the row, till we reach the width that is required for the armhole. That is, the entire armhole should be the width of the final increase that we make in the sleeve. So continue V stitches till the end. I shall meet you at this particular point. I shall place 1 or 2 more V stitches. There is no chains in between the V stitches. There are chains only between the double crochets of the V stitches. Okay, continue this till the end, and I shall show you how to go about the next row. We've come to the end of this increase row here. Place a V stitch in the very last stitch, that is the DC. Next row is a normal row. We begin with a DC and we place V stitches under every chain 2 space. So we began with a DC here and place a V stitch under every chain 2 space. So this is the way we increase. Every alternate rows we are going to increase with a V stitch at both the ends, and then we increase till we reach the required length of the armhole. From there on we will decrease. So let me increase up to the required length of my armhole and then get back to you. So this is simple 2-row repeat. One row is an increase row and the next row is a ordinary row we begin with the DC, work the V stitches, and the subsequent row, the increased row, we begin with a V stitch, increase stitch on the very first stitch, continue with V stitches all through, and end with a V stitch at the end of the row. So continue till you reach the required length of the armhole. So let me adjust the camera. Yeah, this length will be equal to this length. This is the arm round, and this should be the length of this. So it will automatically be the length of this because we have increased up to this, and then we'll decrease here. So to the required height of the sleeve you can go on decreasing. So that is the logic in having the length of maximum length of the armhole, that is the length of the increase reaching to the length of the arm round of the blouse. Okay, so I shall meet you when I reach at this particular end. That is the last increase that I have placed. So you also work and get back. I have increased on the sides to the length required for the arm round of the blouse. I shall show you. I shall keep it on the arm round and show you. So I'm going to fold it now, and this also is a folded one, and when I place it, so if your length required is enough sufficient for you, with this height you can stop here and join the sleeves to the arm round. Otherwise you can increase it to any size by decreasing on the sides again to the end, that is increase it to any length required. Okay, and that round is going to be the same. I shall show you with the finished sleeve here. So when I place it, see, I have folded, this is also folded, look here. So this is how it will be. Need not worry of these, it will get fit in very well. So don't bother about the other things. Don't bother, there is a corner here. This will just gel in with the sleeves. So this is the logical way we work sleeves in the with the crochet patterns. Okay. Now I shall show you how to reduce. So I have worked to the length required, and after this row I'm going to make the row which starts with DC, and there is no increase or decrease. So let us begin. Now place the first double crochet or chain 3, whichever suits you better. And work your V stitches in every chain 2 space. So continue till the end. I shall meet you when I begin the decreased row. That's going to be the next row. Okay, continue placing V stitches under every chain 2 space and end with a DC on the last DC here. Okay, I shall meet you at that particular point. So I have completed the row beginning with DC. Now we're going to decrease. We're going to decrease in the alternate rows as we did the increase in alternate rows. Okay, so this is going to be the first decrease. So either chain 3 and turn, chain 3 counts as DC, or turn and place your twisted double crochet stitch, twisted standing double crochet on the very first stitch here. And place one more double crochet in the same stitch. That's very, very important. Now we are not going to place any stitches in the next chain 2 spaces. We are going to skip this chain 2 spaces, that is this V stitch we are going to skip, and then make a V stitch in the next V stitch. So for decreasing we are skipping one V-stitch, for increasing we had made one V-stitch. We'll decrease one V-stitch at both the ends. So continue placing your V-stitches in each of the chain 2 spaces of the previous row. I shall meet you before I finish this particular row. So I shall make one or two more V-stitches. So V-stitch in the next V-stitch or under chain 2 space. There is a knot. I shall set right and then continue. You continue by placing V-stitches in the V-stitches of the previous row till the end. Don't complete it. I shall meet you and tell you how to complete the end of the row. We've come to the end of this row here. It's a decrease row, so we need to make a decrease here too. Hence we have the last V-stitch here. So we are going to skip the stitch and place 2 double crochets in the very last DC. So pick up those 2 strands this way, make your first double crochet and one more double crochet. So this is your increase row. You can remove the stitch marker and place, decrease row. Remove this and place it on this row here. This is the beginning of the row. So next row there is no decrease. We simply chain 3 and turn, or turn and make your very first standing twisted double crochet in the very first stitch here. So you will not place any stitch on the next double crochet. Directly you will start working in the V-stitch. So place your V-stitch under chain 2 space. So continue till the end, and in the end you will end up with placing 1 double crochet in the very last stitch here. That is the double crochet. Okay, I shall meet you at the end of this row here. We've come to the end of this row here. This is a no decrease row. Now we have done the last V-stitch and skip the next DC and place 1 double crochet in the very last double crochet. Under these 2 loops, yes. When you place your last stitches, picking up the stitch under the correct stitch also is very important. Okay, so again next is going to be a decrease row. We are not going to work any V-stitch in this particular V-stitch under this chain 2 space. So we begin with 2 double crochets on the very first stitch. Either chain 3 and turn for the first double crochet, or turn and make a standing twisted double crochet as I often do. So pull up the loop, one more double crochet in the same stitch. So skip this 2 chains and place a V-stitch under the next chain 2 space. That's going to be easy to remember. Continue to repeat these 2 rows as pattern to the required height of the sleeve. So I will complete up to the height required for my sleeve and get back and show you how to join the sleeves to the armhole. Okay, I shall meet you when I complete the sleeve and get back. Completed the sleeve by decreasing and making it to the height required, and mine is 9 inches in length, and you can make the sleeves to the length that you require. Okay, it's around 8.5, 9 inches. Fine. This sleeve I need to attach it with the armhole part of the blouse. To do that, first place the right side over right side and stitch it up to this maximum increase. Okay, you can just place stitch markers to hold them in place. You can use the invisible stitch method for this sewing on the sleeves to the blouse. So after stitching this part, turn and place the right side of the sleeve to the right side of the blouse armhole, like this. So this is the right side, this is the right side of the sleeve. I have placed it, and we are going to sew it all around and complete the blouse. So stitching, you can use either the invisible join method, or you can use your tapestry needle and a long thread and sew it all around. Whichever method suits you fine. You can join the sleeves to the armhole of the blouse and complete it. I shall also complete and get back. Here is the completed sleeve part which is attached to the blouse. This is one side, this is the other side. Okay, this is how it looks. This is the front side. This is the back side. Okay, this is the back line. This is the front line. Both the sleeves are attached and the saree blouse is complete. Thank you friends, and congratulations for completing the saree blouse. Have a great day. Bye for now. Do subscribe to Magic Needles. Do not forget to hit on the bell icon so that you're notified of the videos that we upload every other day. So here. Saree blouse is done, ready and done. Thank you friends. Have a great day. Bye for now.